Hello, hello. Yeah, my bread came out of the oven and it needed to cool off, and that lined up right whenever I was gonna start streaming, and I was not going to miss an opportunity to have freshly baked bread. So I had to wait a few minutes to start the stream. But since everyone was wondering where I was last time, I figured I should just start it with a timer and a picture of bread. It was very good. It was very good. Didn't rise quite as much as I wanted, but still, like, it rose enough. You know, still had a very good texture, and of course, it tasted delicious. Just the right amount of tang for sourdough, because I don't like it that much. Hello, Babyface. Hello, Patrick. What were we? Why am I on this menu? Oh, right. Because I wanted to make this smaller, so that way the bread thing wasn't just like going right through it. I cannot hear the game. Yep, that would be why it's going through my TV, which is off and also quiet. Okay, so last time we got to bots, and then we started prepping the mixed build. What game mode are we playing today? So we are doing the no undergrounds, the no undies mod, the run, the commando run, whatever you call it, where I can't use splitters, underground pipes, or underground belts. Nothing super crazy, but I wanted to see what monstrosities I could make with those limitations. Obviously not as restricting as something like just no belts at all, but I think it's just enough to be extremely cursed. Yeah, no splitters. We have not been using those. Technically, that wasn't supposed to be one of the original rules, but it seemed like a nice addition. So this is what we have so far. So this is gonna make pretty much all the rocket components for us, except for rocket fuel, basically, if we can figure out how to connect resources to it. So that's what we have to do today. We need coal. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2.5 belts of iron, and we need, I'd say 2 belts of coal. Yeah, 2 belts of coal, and then 5 belts of copper somehow, which is unfortunate because the copper comes from all the way over there, and we can't have undergrounds, which means we're probably gonna have to go around the base, which is gonna be fun. Yeah, no, we just have to go around everything, don't we? Huh. What's the other option? Could I set up a train? I could set up a train. A train wouldn't be a bad idea. I might do a train for like the first time ever. How many tiles is it to set up a train here? 700. Honestly, that doesn't sound awful, except for the fact that we don't have any rails. So that kind of complicates it, but I feel like we could fit a train here. The only problem the only problem with the train is there's no way to cross a railroad track if a train is running on it. We can obviously cross a railroad track if we can put a wagon there, but because we'll have a train running, that limits our options for crossing the track because an underground can't reach it, or a long inserter can't reach over it. We do have the option of having a cargo wagon that just kind of cycles around if we put something else on the track, which sounds like a terrible idea. Can't imagine it's a great plan. You fell asleep around the plan to make military science? Yeah, military science we did make. We haven't actually done anything with it, but we do have a tank researched. Let's go. We should probably make like a single tank just to see what all that was for. Can we get engines? Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we need gear wheels and red chips. Perfect. Okay, let's go grab those real quick. This is definitely not going to be useful, but I wanted to test some things. Okay, that's not a tank. There we go. That's a tank. And then let's see if we can get some more engines. There we go. Let's do 2 tanks. Wow, tanks are incredibly expensive. But yeah, they're supposed to be longer than a car, I think, which means we might be able to use them to bridge a 2-tile gap. That's the intention here. Although I don't think that works. No, that does not work. Yeah, the goal is to use the tanks to hopefully have a larger hitbox, but nope, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we can use the tank to bridge the larger gaps. I don't know if a car would have worked here. A car might have worked. We didn't actually do that much testing with the car. Oh, right, yeah. We weren't able to get a car to work with filters. So yeah, the tank can kind of help. It doesn't fix the problem we're going to have with the train. So I don't really know. I really don't think a train is worth it. But do I need to cross it? What if I just never need to cross it? That is a consideration. Also, where are our cliff explosives? They should be automated. Oh, that is not that many. Yikes. Okay. I think we can speed it up with speed modules. Because it seems to be crafting speed limited, which makes sense. Is there anything I can do? Can you handcraft cliff explosives? That's a thing you can do, right? Not with the amount of explosives I had. Okay, that wasn't that useful. Okay, so what do we need? We need coal. You know, we could do a train with everything on it. That might be a good way to get around not having undergrounds. So I'm thinking we have a train, and that train has coal, iron, and copper on it. And it just kind of makes a loop forever, and it goes past this, this, and this. We would need a lot of trains to get the throughput we need, but I think it would work. No, I kind of like that. That's a good way to get around the problem. Now we just have to set up rails. I guess while the rails are crafting, we could probably just run around and set up the. We could probably set up the drills. Hold on. Hello, hello. Someone was at the door. Okay. Where were we? We were trying to make a train. Yeah, okay, so we were making a train. Well, planning to make a train. We need sticks, stone, and bone. Right? That's the expression. Sticks and stones may break my bones. So that's what you need for a train. So we can get the stone. Steel is... Oh, steel and iron is here. Oh, this is very easy. Cool. And we don't have any belt. Do we have belts somewhere, though? Yes, obviously we have belt. But yeah, that is true. I did start a Discord, so that way if I'm ever running late, I can actually make an announcement, or I can post what streams I'll be doing, so it's less of a mystery for Mystery Meme Run Monday. I really want to use an underground here, but I think I'll have to settle for a filter splitter. Yeah, that will be fine. Yeah, that works. Okay, that puts it on that side of the belt. Cool. And then this will make sticks for us. And there's a possibility we can just use these rails for later. Like we could definitely use these for a launch. Okay, so this makes sticks. We send it up, side load, and now we have everything we need for rails, which I don't really know how many rail assemblers we need. We're gonna do way too many. Yeah, this should be fine, right? Actually, this probably isn't too many. We got rails. How many can go on a belt? I feel like this saturates the belt. I just get a feeling that this would saturate the belt, so let's increase the size. Okay, give it some not undergrounds, give it some splitters, inserters. Okay, we're good. Not splitters. None of those words were right. Inserters was right. Okay, this should give me, this is gonna completely eat through my steel, but it does get me rails, so that's good. There we go. Okay, that gives me a higher throughput. Not like the throughput matters that much. Honestly, I forget how fast rails craft. Okay, now we need cargo wagons, which we need a lot of them. We also need some engines. Is there a good spot to automate rails? Or engines. I feel like we could... Oh, we can totally automate locomotives here, can't we? Okay, let's see if this works. I think it does. It has steel coming from here. It has the engine coming from here. Perfect. Let's actually... Actually, no, we can keep that output. It's the lowest priority one. Okay, that should make them fast enough. Technically fast enough. Okay, and then cargo wagons we can do here. Right? Okay. That is a fluid wagon. We don't need a fluid wagon. Perfect. Okay. We are good. We're in this train, the train train. All aboard the train train. Let's go. Okay. Now we don't really need signals, right? Oh no, we definitely need signals. This is weird. I don't normally build trains, but it just seemed like such a useful thing to do. Okay, locomotives. We need more engines. Oh wait. We don't have automated rail signal. I was like, why can't I craft stations? I keep forgetting. That's a research. I think it's crazy that that's a research, to be honest. Like it just it doesn't make a ton of sense to me that it's its own research. But it's fine. You can't remember when I trained a train ever. We train trains in we train the trains in what's it called? Space exploration. We do trains in space exploration. It's like the only time we ever use trains, but they exist. Oh right, we are also low on power. So I think I want to actually go to this patch and make a power plant. And we're just gonna take some roboports and we're just gonna wait a really long time. And that should be good. Yeah, we'll just let bots build it very slowly, very far away. Because they've already built this, which means we do have a way to pass through power and stuff very easily. Cool. Oh wow, this is a... I kind of forget how spaced out our base is. Because of the lack of like undergrounds and stuff, we just have to make things super wide. If you invested yesterday in nuclears, you wouldn't have that problem? Yeah, yeah, if we invested in nuclear and somehow got a nuclear plant up and running in a very short time, we definitely would have the power in 2 hours from now. Problem solved. Honestly, yeah, it would have taken that long. No, that's not. That's a reasonable estimate for sure. Yeah, easy. Easy clap. I almost built this like a normal... I almost built this with undergrounds. That obviously doesn't work, but I did try for like one second. But then I caught myself, so we're good. How did these tessellate? I don't really know how these tessellate with this pattern. I guess they probably don't tessellate. It's a pretty large range. There we go. Okay, I mean, technically these are in range. That's what matters. This is 20 drills, so we can do... Oh wow, we can do four power plants here, which I think is a lot more than I'll need. Well, we might as well have it. What's tessellate? It's like the pattern you have. Refers to like how patterns fit together. It's like when a pattern repeats. It is not Elon Musk's. Wait, is Elon Musk Tesla? Yeah, it's not. Or it's Elon Musk's favorite cologne. No, wait, that would be Tesla. Yeah, this works. Do we have a power plant we can use? Yes. Technically, yeah, we can use this one. A cliff smiley face, where? This thing? It kind of looks like the cat one, unless you see something else. I definitely see a little cat there. Next to the other coal in the southeast. Other coal in the southeast. Oh, I see it. It's the sideways one, like that. Oh wait, that doesn't really work because it's changed into an emote. Well, there was an attempt. I can say there was an attempt. I'm able to use pipes, right? I'm allowing myself pipes. Yeah, yeah. I'm starting to question what the challenge entails now, because this was built without a pipe, like the first power plant, and that just made me question if I was allowed them at all. But we're good. We can just send it straight down, and voila. Is everything within range? Most definitely not. So let's add some more. Add some more roboports. Sneak our way around. Okay, that should eventually build. We do have to make sure the other one's powered, though. Oh, wow. Bot's already building. Cool. Okay, is this powered? Eventually, yes, and that's what matters. Also, I'm looking at this now. This is a complete mess of a connection. Also, this only lets me do 4. I wanted to do 4. So this actually, we should leave this open to go above. We copy it one more time. This goes here, because I don't actually know how much power we need, but we have a few minutes until things are connected, so we're not going to be at any risk of like running out of like bot queue while we do this. Because yeah, we're definitely good. Okay, bots will build that power plant. It hopefully works. Is everything in range? Yes. Those aren't powered, but technically we have extra power there. Okay. The bot network is connected. Cliff explosive? Yeah, we do have cliff explosives. They're not producing fast, so it will be a while before they actually build it. But technically, yes, we do have cliff explosives available. Actually, they might have been produced by now. Honestly, they might be done. We did not have offshore pumps, though. Let's see what else. I think the other things they have, just in case we're going to drop it on the ground. And we could have also thrown down a chest. But I didn't realize I still had like 9 on me. But we're good now. Okay. These aren't set up yet. So we'll just ignore those. Bots are somehow still building this? Oh, because the power connection is out of reach. Right. Let's add some more roboports here then. There we go. That's way too many roboports, but that's fine. Okay, so my idea is to get a train in this little section, which is a mistake. I can guarantee it's a mistake. It's going to be a really long train, too. Hold up, how should we do this? Okay. So my idea is to have one train that has all the resources in it. That's like 5 long. What's the other option? The other option is a bunch of shorter trains. That sounds more reasonable. And just have like 10 stations, right? Yeah, that's the more sane option. But is it the better option? I don't know if it's the better option. Because imagine how great it would be to just have one train that's like 8 locomotive engines and then like 20, 30, 40 cargo wagons. I don't think I want to do that. The train stops for that would look awful. It would be so funny though. Huh. How long would that be? I don't actually know how to do that. This is 80. This is about 100 tiles. That would be like 30 long. And it would not give us the ability to expand it. Why do we need the train? So we need to get coal, copper, and iron all onto this side. And we need like 5 or 6 belts of... No, we need like 8 total belts. So getting them all connected over here seems tricky. So I'm going to use a train that has every resource inside of it instead. At least that's the plan. Don't know if the throughput will support it, but it's we're gonna try. We sure are gonna try. Yeah, I have no idea how if the throughput will work for this, but I figured it's kind of fun. We might as well go with it. The only problem is that it's going to be awkwardly staggered, but that's okay. We can live with that. Yeah, it's going to be very awkwardly staggered, but that's fine. So we have a train station, and then... Okay, we don't need that much coal, so realistically, coal doesn't need its own wagon. We need more copper. So I'm thinking we do coal, iron, and then 2 copper wagons. Oh, but that might be... Ooh, wait, that's too long. I think that's too long. Because we only have this much space to work in. That's not that many wagons. Wow, I do not like... Maybe we just don't run this top one. Nah, we'll figure out a way to run the top one. I believe in us. The only problem with this whole train strat is that it could cause so many more problems later if we ever have to cross the belt. So we're basically just blocking off a section that we'll never be able to go through. I mean, I have an idea of how to pass things through it, but it's not good. But it's, yeah, I definitely have a plan. But yeah, we only have a couple tiles to work with. Yeah, we just have to do like I think we have to do a 2-long train. So let's do a locomotive. And then 2 cargo wagons on it. Because how does this work? Like this, spacing-wise, I think is perfect. Ooh, it might be a little bit too tight. Actually, I can't tell. I think it's perfect. It's either perfect or just not perfect. One of those two. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of trains here is what it's looking like. Then this would go here. So yeah, this is probably not a good plan anymore. I thought we would be able to fit longer trains here. I mean, we could do longer trains. I guess there's no reason for me to do... Like, I can do these in pairs, is what I'm getting at. So that would make it a lot easier. Because then I don't have the locomotive to deal with. Okay. There we go. So let's just assume all of these have all the resources in a ratio of 2 to 1 to 1. Let's do 2 to 1 to 1. That seems reasonable. Copper, iron, and coal. Now we just have to click like 30 times. There we go. And then another few times, and now we click for coal. We don't actually need as much. Actually, no, we do need... No, this is the right ratio, yeah. Because we need 2 full belts of coal for this. Okay, it says we're missing a locomotive, which just means we didn't upgrade it, because we... Oh, wait, we're not producing them. Wait. How are we not producing them? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Are they outputting onto a belt somewhere? I don't see why we wouldn't have those. But obviously we don't, so something is broken. We're missing a lot of steam engines. I think those are producing, though. Yeah, steam engines are producing, so we're good. If we check our power plant, we've technically increased in power a little bit. Oh, I see. Okay, we're going to use this. There we go. We just need to get a few more engines going into this, which is not too bad. There we go. Look at that. This is an underground. We probably could have also curved the belt, but this works. I like this solution. It's fun. There we go. Now I have locomotives. Okay. Now we have 8 things that can use it. Although now we're steel limited, so we need to fix the steel issue. That's fine. That's why all of this has locally produced steel, so that way it's easier to manage. And then when we do purple science, we'll probably use this steel patch. Oh yeah, that'll be great. I wish we could walk through here, though. That sure would be nice. Okay, will this work? Moment of truth. Don't actually know. We do not have that many inserters for this, which is unfortunate. But this is going into... Okay. We need to get 1 coal out of this somehow? Yeah, okay. No, I think we can do it. So we need a coal at the top. Probably. Which means we should actually I don't... We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, iron. We need half a lane of iron, so that is 3... That's only 2 inserters. 2 inserters is half a lane. That's actually not that bad. And then maybe we can just sideload coal at random points. That could help. Because this coal, we also need a lot of coal going up there. So maybe we send most of the coal up here for plastic. That's half the coal we need, actually. That's not too bad. Okay, so then iron gets side-loaded here, right? No, iron is up there. Okay, and then it doesn't really matter what side things go on. Wait, sorry, that's supposed to be coal. Iron goes here, and this will be on... I think this is actually on 2 different sides. I don't like that. Does this put it on the correct side? Yeah, this puts it on the far side. So now... Actually, no, we can just sideload. We can just sideload at the top. That won't be a problem. Okay, this better tessellate like I want it to. Otherwise it's gonna be a little bit of a mistake, which is very, very possible. But I think it works. I think conceptually it works. And then we have a full lane of coal or copper, or we do 2 half lanes of copper. That way I don't have to split it. That sounds easier. That sounds way easier. Perfect. Okay, does this work? I think so. Then obviously we don't have buffers, but I think that's fine, right? Yeah, because we're supposed to have just a lot of trains constantly moving. Yeah, I think we can live with no buffers. Also, it's really easy to get coal on the train, so that's pretty cool. It would be more useful if we could get solid fuel, but I don't think that's likely to happen. The real question is, can this wood keep it running long enough for it to go the whole route? I don't know, but that would be helpful. So I don't want to have to get coal for it. I mean, we could probably just get solid fuel here. Okay, so this gives me half a lane of coal, half a lane of copper, or a full lane of copper, and half a lane of iron. And we need 2 more tracks, so we need to do this a second time. So this one is iron now. Then do we need coal? Yeah, we need coal from every single one. So similar pattern, although this coal goes to a different spot. Actually, that seems like a better way to handle the coal, right? I don't really have a good way to get coal up here. I think we'll have to do something weird for plastic. I think we need another lane, actually. Because I don't think we can get another half lane up there easily. We'll see. We'll definitely try. But it's looking a lot less possible. Okay, and then sideload this here. And then we send this one up and do the same. Okay, now we can remove this. Okay, so this gives me 2 of what I need. 2 of what I need is not enough. I don't love that. Also, I just realized we can change how these are set up now. Because we don't actually have coal and iron in every single one. So this should help a lot. Then this will be entirely copper. Actually, we don't need to filter out this one if it's entirely copper. Which means we also don't need to use filter inserters. I think I'm still going to, just in case, because I think that simplifies things. But yeah, this should be half a lane. Barely. Actually, no, this is more than half a lane. Should I just do copper on every... Should I do coal on every single one? Like, maybe I shouldn't have this coal distribution. What would that look like? So, what I'm thinking now, because these can move 2.5 or something, 2.2 items per second, times 2, times 2. Because I have 2 of them, so that's 8.8. So this is technically half a lane. We could put coal directly on each one, which does simplify the belts. But it does also mean that we have to have these filtered. But it means I can use this to pass full lanes of coal through. So that way we can feed this lane. Yeah, okay. That's what we do. That's the strat. Okay, so this one actually needs a lot more coal than the rest, but that's fine. Now, we copy this, move it here. Now we don't need any weird side loads, because everything is just going to have coal already on it. Yeah, I like that. And then this, same thing. Does this work? I think it does. I really hope the spacing is right. I mean, technically, if the spacing isn't right, it's not the end of the world. And then now we can change how these connect, which this could go with fewer inserters. But I think we still need this coal to make it up there. So, no, I don't think we're doomed. No, I don't think we're doomed yet, because I think I see a way to get coal up to the top at the throughput I need without having to connect another belt. Okay, and then we need coal here. It's really weird not having buffers. I can't imagine this will work fantastic. But I think if we just keep having trains constantly moving, it will work well enough that we're okay. That is the goal here. Can it work mostly? Because if it works mostly, we're good. We can deal with partial functionality. Nothing is going here. Oh, that's supposed to be coal iron. Okay. Copy this again. Okay. Once we have one of these built, it's got to be something we can copy, which will be very nice. Because setting it up one time is a lot more manual than I thought it would be. Okay, I sure hope that I have those aligned correctly. But does this work? I think it does. It does not look right, but I think it is right. We just need to figure out how to get this coal over to the top. I think we just pass it through. I think we can just pass it through here. Yeah, that's not too bad. And then we can pass it through here again. Same way. Same power. Okay. And then I think we need to combine these into one belt. So this should, in theory, give us all the coal we need for this stuff. And then this middle section is actually just archived, so we don't need this anymore. We should actually delete. We don't need to delete them. We just need to make sure we don't connect coal to it, because it will break things if we connect coal to it. And that would be not ideal. Okay, moment of truth. We'll call this mixed out. And this has got to be 1. And we're going to name them backwards, which I think is a mistake. But can this copy? Because this is actually shorter than this. Right? So this actually tessellates. This is going to be really awkward to align, but I think we can do it. Okay, then we need to hand fix some of the things, but yeah, so far that works. Delete some of these belts. Because we don't need this one anymore in the future lanes. And we don't need the coal bypasses. I actually should have built the coal. I probably should have built those additional coal lanes later. Because they just complicated the copying. Okay, and then something weird was happening there. Okay, does this work? I think this works. And then we name this mixed out 2. And we just have to pass it through every single one. Okay, I think that's good. And then we'll have to rearrange them, but I'm assuming it'll be something like this, and then yeah, I guess we'll just activate all the trains later because we just need to copy them for spacing purposes right now. Okay. Then I think this is something we can copy one more time. So let's see if we can actually get that. Because I would love to do one more. Which that looks great. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do one more lane than we thought we were, which is actually really good because this is gonna take like 40 minutes at this rate. So it would be nice to have extra. I don't remember how this tessellates. That's what happens when you build something and then don't finish it before the day ends. Okay, so bots are doing good. They're missing a lot of things, but that's expected because those aren't automated. Train stops, rail signals. We don't really need chain signals. Somehow we don't have productivity modules. I think it's just because we never upgraded the chest. Yeah, we never upgraded the chest. That's fine. Actually, we need these speed modules. Okay, I think this works. I don't know if it works great, but I think it does work. And now we'll need to keep these like constantly rotating. We'll need a lot of trains on here. Did I also I didn't check to see if this was built correctly in any way, which is probably not great. In fact, I can see an error right now. Although I don't think it's a critical one. I mean, it would have been a critical one if we didn't spot it, but I think it's good now. It's just we don't need these anymore. And then this was awkwardly sideloaded. I think that's supposed to go like that? No, that's for iron. Wait, this is for iron. Oh, iron isn't connected. Oh, no. No, never mind. It's a very critical mistake. Okay, iron is definitely not connected in all of these. Okay, this has copper, this has copper, this has iron. These ones are not supposed to be here. These are the ones I decided I didn't need. And then we'll just fuel the train at the top one. I think that should be fine. Okay, and then we also need to make sure power is connected, but I didn't want to do that until we actually had the lane built. We will not be able to check this for a while. What if we just do trees and rocks only, and then just, like, deconstruct it, and then we wait a bit? Bots will eventually mine that. Okay, I think we just go set up the outposts, so that way we have something to work towards. Because bots are going to be building things for a while, because we just queued up like 1,000, at least 1,000 entities. And we have to go set up a train. And it's going to have way too many, it's going to have so many trains on it. It's going to be like constantly cycling them forever because we don't have access to chests. Not that we couldn't have had chests, we just didn't put chests, and that kind of complicates things. That was the 100% a mistake. Okay, get rid of the blueprints. There we go. Okay, lots of rails. I think that should be enough to make it. I think I'll just set up roboports and then come back later, because we'll have a car. It would be nice to be able to just like make a return trip. I really hope this works. We might have to do something weird with the oil, but I think we can just walk around it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Can we research? I kind of want to research logistic bots, not to use, but just so I can have a trash chest. Because at the moment, I don't really have a good spot to toss trash. Like these things. Like, I can't really use any of those in the quantity that I have them. But I needed space for other things, like cliff explosives and... Actually, mostly just cliff explosives. Honestly, entirely just cliff explosives. Well, that's a lot, though. Oh, we're good. And then how's the locomotive production? Cool. That's doing well. What about cargo wagon? Perfect. That's also doing well. And then I'm pretty sure this last one is not named, which would make sense. Do we have to place it by hand? Yes, we do. Okay. We only have 8 train stops. We don't really have enough right now. Mixed out 3. Okay, I sure hope this works. I don't understand why this is copied. Oh, I think it was just in my blueprint. We'll just leave it. This bottom section won't run, but it's not worth fixing either. Also, we don't have personal robots, so I don't actually know how this build is gonna, how easy this build is gonna be. I could use control. That's an option. Except for the fact that it's not really a great option either. Okay, how do we do this? Is there a faster way to build stuff by hand with trains when it's not in a straight line? I feel like there's not really a great way to not go in a straight line. So yeah, we'll just, you know what, we'll take the scenic route. I think that is totally fine. It does not really matter which order we stop by stuff in. So let's do, we'll do coal. Oh wait, we can go down there. Oh, that's way easier. We can do coal, iron, copper. I was gonna go to the far ones. I didn't even see that the copper patch was down there. I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt and assume it was hidden until recently, but I'm gonna be honest, that probably is not the case, but it's something I can pretend. Okay, does this work? That is the question. Yeah. I mean, I think this should be fine. I really, I'm putting a lot of faith in something. So again, we're doing faith-based building. We are just assuming that it is built correctly when we have no reason to assume it is built correctly. Yeah, the main thing is this needs to be able to load fast. So it might be worth it to make like a couple stack inserters. And then we'll come back with power. But I'm thinking we put a roboport here and then we just kind of come back. Although it's going to be hard to fill the whole patch without undergrounds. We also don't have radar, so we can't really copy anything. Okay, we'll just set up some new drills. That way we can copy it remotely later, which actually we have to come back. You know what? It's not a huge deal. We have to come back anyway. Unfortunately, we don't have access to splitters, so that does mean we can't really balance any of these. Oh my gosh, how are those? Wait, how did those get uneven? How did I place a 5 gap there? Weird. Okay, how many is this? 25. 14 on one side, 12 on the other. Okay, we need to get one more. And then we can copy this to do at least 4. I think we need 4 of these. That should be fine. You can balance it if you load it in a train wagon and unload again. That's true. We could balance it. We just don't have a... It's not a super reasonable way to balance it. But yeah, there are things we could do. But I don't think it's... I also don't think it's super necessary, so we should be fine. Although balancing these chests would be nice. Maybe I'll balance just the chests. Wait, is that stagger right? I don't know if that's worth it. It is fun. It does sound fun. Yeah, you're right. It's fun. I think that's a good enough reason. So this is our... Wait, should we be balancing... I just had an idea. We have medium electric poles. So, what if we just go directly from wagon to wagon? So my idea is this. So that way we don't have to balance the individual belts. There we go. And then we do a medium pole. Okay, I think that works. We obviously don't need the locomotive there, but I think it adds charm. And will the one wagon be put onto 2 rails type? You can't stagger that, unfortunately, so no. Like, you can do the 2, like, the 2 on rails pattern is not the same width as a standard train, I don't think. Or it doesn't line up perfectly with a regular train. So I wasn't able to get that to work with the splitter setup. Well, the balancer setup. Otherwise, I was going to do that. That can't be legal. What, this? No, this setup is very legal. This is a standard train setup. Coal in. Okay, perfect. You know, I really like this. I shouldn't, but I do. And then technically we could have bots start building this. I think we'll just come back with stuff in inventory and just set up like a local bot network. Okay, now we go over here to iron. Have 1 wagon go into 2 on the train. I want the throughput, although I don't know if I probably don't need it. But I want the ability to fill the train faster if I can. Which is why I didn't want it being split. Actually, no, split definitely wouldn't work because then you're limited to 2 inserters. That actually has way too low of throughput. So yeah, we would need at least 4 inserters per wagon if they're fast inserters. Because this needs to be able to output an entire like belt of resources immediately. Okay, now we copy this, which we did not get a blueprint for. That's unfortunate. We could go wagon belt wagon. What would that do though? That doesn't really help with the throughput problem. Unless we got stack inserters. That's still not enough inserters that way. Yeah, if we use stack inserters, then wagon belt wagon could probably work. But we don't have those yet. We could probably get them. I mean, we would only need like 20 of them. We could make them. But this setup seems to be fine enough so far. Okay, we'll just go here. And then this doesn't have a name, but that's fine. This is so dumb. I love it. This is how you balance chess when you don't have splitters. What? Why was I able to place these ones? Why was I able to place that one? I guess I didn't. I guess I never technically placed it. There we go. We're good now. Oh, it's because the other one is an actual rail, right? The other one, it doesn't need a station. That's for spacing purposes. It's a lot. It was a lot easier to figure out where the inserters needed to go when you have a station, because then it highlights the track for you. If you don't have a station, it doesn't highlight where things are. And I would have just placed wagons, but we didn't have those on us. But yeah, it definitely wasn't necessary. We could have done without it. Okay, and then, you know, these can just connect however they want. But yeah, to answer that, it doesn't need it. That's the concise version. Okay, and then this is iron in. Okay. Like, technically, this does have the throughput it needs. I have no idea how many trains I'll need to make it actually work. But, like, this does get us as many belts as we need, right? Except coal doesn't go into every belt, so... I don't know if this actually has the throughput we need. We'll see. We might need to stop by another copper patch at some point. Oh, that's the wrong way. Oh, wait. Can I mirror this? You cannot flip something with this train stop. That makes sense. Oh, wait, no, that's set up correctly. Never mind, we're good. Yeah, I'm realizing the mistake now. This isn't enough copper. Because we need 8 belts of copper somehow. And then this can only do 2. How much can this do? This is 6 inserters. That's 1.2 times 2 times 6. That is 1 belt. Okay, so we can do 2 belts each. That's good, because we definitely need that. I don't remember which ones are the copper. I think it goes iron, coal, copper, coal, iron, coal. So I think we can actually... We can't run our entire setup with this copper patch. This isn't enough copper. It's almost enough copper. What if I rotate it? Would that work? Maybe if I rotate it, it can barely fit. No, that doesn't work either. Is there a better copper patch? I mean, I think we can just scout for copper over here. We can get it set up, and then if we decide we need more copper, we just roll with it. Yeah, copper is the middle 2 trains. Or no, it's 2 and 4. So this would be... Copper would go here. These are all rotated the wrong way. Literally all of them are rotated the wrong way. Okay, that explains why Smart Belt was being weird. And then another lane here. Perfect. I really hope that's the copper train. I mean, if it's not, it's an easy fix. Also, we need to make sure we copy the filters, because we don't have any filter inserters, so we have to be careful about that. So this goes here, and then this goes here. There we go. I like that, I think. And now we somehow go back home. Also, we missed one rail, which is unfortunate. I feel like we almost made it all the way without missing a rail. And then we need to place this so we can name it to copper in. Yeah, we definitely need another copper lane. I kind of didn't realize this patch was so small. I just assumed it would be enough for 8 lanes of copper. Oh, we didn't turn our resources up. I decided to do a 200% resources for this. That's why it's not that big. That makes sense. Then we also need like a lot of rail signals, so we're definitely gonna have to make another trip. Yeah, we need to come back with rail signals, train stops, locomotives, cargo wagons. Actually, we don't really need the locomotives. We mostly need the cargo wagons. And then I guess we can just follow this back. Yeah, we'll be able to branch off if we need. Because we can definitely get this set up, and then we can set up another train later. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, I have no idea how many trains we're going to need to make this work. But yeah, we need to come back with bots. Probably 50 bots for each outpost would be good. A bunch of belts. Because I'm thinking we just go to the outpost, we place a roboport, give bots a little bit of stuff to work with, and then we leave. And then we can just go in a straight line. But yeah, we need so many rail signals for this. Yeah, this was this a mistake? Yes. I'm trying to like think, yes, this is 100% not worth it. But it is fun. I do like this train. And I think that is important as well. I did it to make it that connecting resources is going to be easier, but obviously this does not look easier. I needed to come from the other way, please. There we go. Okay, that is in bot reach, so I don't have to try to figure it out. Okay, that should have everything we need. Is this filtered? No, it is not. Okay, so this is 3 to range. Wait, did I filter one of them though? Yes, okay. We're actually just going to copy this train, and this is the one that we're going to paste on the other outposts. Because it has the filters we need. Also, it is still powered with wood. And now it's powered with wood and coal. This is awful. Okay, we don't know if this functions. We're setting up all this, and there's like at least like a 5% chance that it doesn't work in any way, shape, or form. Because we're a gambling man today, apparently. And I mean, I love that, but at the same time, boy, are we going to regret this for sure. Can I just make some more cargo wagons? Yes, they just need steel. Okay. Do we have steel? Is it just a... Oh my gosh, we have so much steel. We're limited by the ability of one inserter to pass steel along. I see why we're having steel problems. Okay, give it another cargo wagon. What else do we need? We need rails. Actually, we don't need that many rails anymore. Okay, we need not this many cliff explosives either. Okay, we have a lot of things we can dump. We do need construction bots. What else? We need lots of drills. This is not enough. Why is this limited to this many drills? Okay. We don't really need inserters. We need long inserters, though. Long inserters and fast inserters. We don't need wood. We don't need random. We don't need random steel anymore. We'll just feed that back into something. Okay. And then what else do we need? Oh, we definitely don't need furnaces. Pump jacks. All of that is useless. Really wish we had more miners. I did not realize we had so few. We need 120 for each of these, or 100 for each of these. So I guess we'll just bring the belts. I guess that's what we do. We just bring the things that are going to be the hardest for the bots to place. And then the drills can be fit in later. Yeah, I'm sure that will be okay. I mean, it's usually okay when we say that, right? And then, oh, we can get rid of these splitters. Then I think I needed... Oh, we needed medium electric poles. which I'm imagining we're going to have to handcraft because we definitely don't have them anywhere. And then we'll just place rail signals in random spots as we go. Because we don't need a lot of medium electric poles, right? No, we don't need them. We don't need that many at all. Perfect. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need 4 plus 1. I think we need 5 for each outpost. And I just made like 60, so yeah, we're good. Big electric poles, we'll use those as much as we can to connect power, but we don't really need much of those. We don't need this copper anymore. You know, we do have a lot of speed modules. That can make up for our issues. And then construction bots, let's just handcraft them as we go. 69, is that enough? Probably. Okay, this will give us 40 bots at each house post. Yeah, I think this is everything we need. Oh, we could probably use... I almost said we need more chests, but we don't need more chests because that's not how these are set up. Perfect. Okay, mixed out. I have no idea what Faxel is. Oh, they're not fully connected. Is that not in bot range? Okay. This is why we are riding the train, to make sure it's actually connected. Although I think that was just a manual driving error. I don't think the train's actually broken. It would be nice if we had solid fuel. I just realized these trains are going to be incredibly slow. And then this goes to coal in, and then it goes to iron in, and then it goes to copper in. Okay. Okay, it is a lot faster now. Nope, 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 nope. I didn't have any conditions. Out of weight condition, let's just do 30 seconds at each. We'll decrease it for sure, but this way it gives us time to like just click a button without having to worry about it. Oh, this one's Faxel. Okay, yeah, it's not supposed to. We're not supposed to be a Faxel. Okay, we're good. Okay, we did not bring everything we needed for bots. Okay, that's fine. Cargo wagon, let's copy this. Just the trains. And see if bots can build that for us, or if we can build it. Okay, they have all the filters. Perfect. Okay. Because everything is... Oh, wait. Wait, this end one is not filtered. What's this supposed to be? Copper? Okay. Definitely glad we checked it. Turn that to manual, because I think we need to take that to the next track. And you know what? We have to drive home. With wood, because we did not bring... electricity. That was the one thing I was supposed to be dragging as I built the power plant. Literally all I needed to do. It was hold left click with any power poles, because we weren't doing anything else. That's fine. It's not like it set me back that much. Although I am a terrible driver. We have definitely not improved at that over any of the runs. You'd think I would get better at them, but I think I just get worse, actually. Okay, there we go. And then should we have any pattern to these? I think we don't need a pattern. I think we just click as we... Just anytime we can happen to click on the track, it should be good. Yeah, that's perfect. Look at this even spacing. Cool, and then we add one in front of it and after it as well. Power poles are good. Okay, we need 5 at each outpost. Perfect. Okay, they are not powered. Please just be this one broken connection. Cool. Although the bots did already fly all the way back, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, they're connected. Okay, cool. And then I think we just put roboports along the way so that they eventually fill in the gaps, but we'll do that later. Okay, and then okay, we're done with drills. Oh, and they need power poles. Right, okay. Hopefully that is everything they need to get started. It's definitely not enough. Wow, I didn't realize how inserter hungry this design was. I kind of forgot it's a double stack of long inserters. Oh well. That's why we're going to be coming back with roboports. Also, we forgot power again. Literally all I have to do. All I have to do is hold click. This is the easiest part, and we forgot it twice. I love it. Okay, maybe it's not the easiest, but it's definitely not hard. Okay, and then we'll manually place these rails. And again, it definitely doesn't need that signal, but I like keeping it there for my own sanity. Okay, these should be filtered now. No, they are not, because we have not updated our copy. Yeah, that makes sense. See, give them some robots, like 25 robots. What else do they need? Cliff explosives, some inserters, some power poles, and some rails. They don't need rail signals. Rail signals we need to manually click. Yeah, trains are definitely not the greatest for something. This is the reason I don't usually use trains in any of the runs I do. Because the amount of time to set up like a single working train without blueprints, since I don't generally allow blueprints, is just not worth it. Like, it's never worth using a train. Except in the super long ones, like the 20 to 30 hour ones. I mean, it's fun, but I can't say we're ever going to reach our ROI for this. Because we've spent an hour on it just trying to figure out how I want to do a train design when I could have just been connecting, 6 yellow belts by hand and they would have already made it back to the base. But that wouldn't be as fun. At least not in this case. Most cases I find trains to be a lot less fun, but I think in this one it actually is more exciting. At least it's riskier because we don't know if it's actually working. We're putting a lot of faith in something that we think is broken. Okay, that was not worth it. A wood-powered tank is apparently very inefficient. Okay, this is good. We still need some more rail signals. I think we just break it up in completely random points and call it good. Yeah, that should be fine. And we don't actually need to have it fit perfectly. Okay, and now for the last one. Okay, and once again, we forgot power. Actually, how did we not connect that? Oh. Actually, no, how is this not connected? Why does it not have power poles? Does it not have bots? Okay, we took the bots back. That makes a lot more sense. Hello, hello, Jeff Bezos. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we are setting up our final rocket parts build, basically. At least most of it. Our mixed build, but we're not using undergrounds. And I wanted to use a mixed train for it because that sounded fun. It was probably a terrible idea, is the vibe I'm getting. But I'm definitely glad I went with it. Yeah, we didn't bring nearly enough resources for this. Okay. I guess we can give this the rest of our bots. And then we can give them some belts. But yeah, we're just going to have to set up. We're just going to give them the rest of what we have. And then hope it works out. But yeah, we need to come back here. Okay, and then we can send this back. Everything is technically connected to power, though. That's a start. You know what? I think we just... Okay, here's the plan. We go back, we grab roboports, and then we just build roboports on the way back, and bots fill in the gaps for us. And then as we run back, we just try to place a single rail signal as we go in random spots, but it doesn't work that well. It likes to place them in groups. There we go. I think that works. Okay, that's a bad sign, right? I feel like that's a terrible sign. Oh, it's because these are still ghosts. Okay, never mind. I was like, immediately breaking the train is generally not great. Would not recommend. See, can we give this more coal? Also, we haven't given it any coal, so that's kind of a problem. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not how that works. Does this reach? I don't know if this is actually reaching. Oh, no, it is. Okay, cool. Mixed out. Send this to mixed 2. Then we'll turn it to manual because we do need to fill them with coal first before anything starts. There we go. And then how long does it take to empty a train? We have 800 resources, I think. So it takes 100 seconds to empty the train, we have 3 stops. So actually 30 seconds is about right. With the amount of belts that we're using. Cool. And we just copy this one more time. I think I accidentally changed the name here. Nope, no we didn't. Okay. Cool. We just need to give these a little bit of coal to kickstart them, and then we should be good to go. And then we just grab some roboports, so that way we can get the train stops working. Apparently we're missing train stops and like a lot of roboports still, though. Yeah, we should have just done this. If anyone's wondering, this is way faster than using a train ever. Setting up multiple train stops by hand and compared to just setting up like 2 cars. No comparison. Absolutely no comparison. But I think this will look truly cursed, and that is the goal. Also, I guess we can power this with coal again, with wood again. It's going to be very slow, but it will work. Hilarious. Yeah, we're wearing my great pumpkin Charlie Brown socks. I forgot power poles. Yeah, I really like this pair. It's very much out of season now. Very much out of season, but I still love it. So I will keep wearing it no matter what time of the year it is. Charlie Brown and power poles? Yeah, we can go with that. He definitely has power poles. I don't know if we need any belts. We definitely need more inserters. There's a mod that disables walking over belts. Oh no, that would have been a perfect addition to this though. Although I don't know if I would want to redo this one. Even with like a modification. Because some parts of this were just a little bit messy. Oh, we need to automate fast insert. Oh, wait. How do we get long inserters here? Oh no. We need to automate filter inserters. Like desperately. Okay, we have too many gears, right? So what if we just delete these gear assemblers? I think that's the strat. Yep, this will work. This will work. See, look at that. Nailed it. Hopefully we don't need more than we don't need more than 4,800 more red belt. We're good. We're not really gonna regret that. I mean, we might. We usually regret. I feel like we regret a lot of stuff. But we're gonna pretend we don't regret it. And then power poles. Okay, I think we're good. I have no idea how we're missing 2 provider chests. No idea where those are supposed to go. I feel like they're just misplacements. Nora Gertz? Oh, no regrets. I'm like, So I was trying to read that as gears initially. So I was like, that's a weird spelling of gears. But yeah, that was not what you were going for. Okay, hopefully this works. We also need way more trains for this to work. Well, not a ton more. We need a few more, though. Like, I think we need at least 6 trains for this. Maybe 9. But that should be fine. Should be fine. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Actually, I have an idea. This way we don't have to worry about fueling them. Oh, wait. There we go. That way they'll refuel themselves. Before they get, like, set up. Stop. Okay. There we go. It's fueling. Right? Yeah. We're good. We're actually going to take some coal, though. Because I would like to set up roboports still. And then we also need to set up signals on the way back, so we might take a second train. Look at that. We're going to have 2 whole trains. This is more trains than we have in space exploration. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think I can guarantee that this is more trains than we have in a mega base. Just because of how awful these trains are. Or how, I don't know if the design's awful. It's definitely not amazing, but apparently lacking a lot of things does tend to do that. I don't know if these need power. Okay. I mean, they'll need them eventually. I just don't know if we really needed to fix it then. Okay, and then we need rail signals on the return trip for sure. Because so far we only have rail signals on one half of the train. Which is not great. You kind of need it on both sides of the loop. Otherwise, they're never going to leave the station, which would be bad. Okay, that looks way nicer. The colors are changing. That's good. Okay, and we have RoboForts connected, so they will eventually fill in the gaps for coal. Okay, that is not great. Okay, we ran out. Okay, so we need more rail signals. Are these going to be within bot range? Nah, or we'll just make another loop. Or we'll just accept that they just kind of stall. That is an option, but I don't think that is a great option. But rail signals aren't super important right now, so I think we're okay. Okay, and then are these connected all the way through? No, they are not. Of course not. Why would they be connected all the way through? Okay, now they are. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted here. Okay, these bots somehow were sent back to base. Oh, never mind. They were not sent back to base. Okay, give them some of those, some power pole, cliff explosives, train stop, a rail. Is that not in reach? Oh, those bots were already dispatched from the main base. Whoops, I meant to connect them, not in that order. Yep, no regrets. No regrets. And then one more. Oh, that's not a car. That's fine. Okay, we need to not connect these yet though. Until we get the first batch of bots dispatched. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the train wasn't useful, but it did work. It did do what it was intended to do. It just wasn't worth like setting it up past that, past the proof of concept. I don't know why I gave those locomotive cargo wagons. That's fine. Okay, I think this is good. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Okay, this is not nearly enough copper, though. We need to figure out how to get more copper. This is only 4 belts. We need another 4 belts if we want to launch in time. Or if I want... Or wait. How much copper do we need? Yeah, I think we need... No, I think we needed 6 belts of copper. Yeah, our goal is 6 belts of copper. Can I get 6 belts of copper from here? I think I would need stack inserters. No, okay, I can get 6. We would actually need a second copper station, like right here, though, for it to work. Is that worth it? Actually, can we fit it in? Oh, wait, we can get 1 more belt. Okay, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for 1 more belt. It would be worth it for 2. The other option, and it's not a bad option. The only downside of this option is these aren't all placed yet, so we just kind of have to... We're just going to have to drop a lot of... Well, okay. No, wait, I know what we can do. There we go. We'll just replace them. Because we don't really have any way to upgrade modules. There we go. This gives us a little bit more copper. Not a ton, but it should be enough. The only downside is we need some red belt now, but we do have red belt, so that should be okay. Yeah, actually this is like 60% more copper. That's a lot. Now we just upgrade, which I think we can just upgrade planner this whole thing. Okay, yeah, it's going to take a while for bots to get down here, but they will eventually upgrade those. I just want to make sure the belts are placed before we send that over. Okay, and then I guess we can just set up another train, right? The real question is, can I copy it? It's so close. Okay, we're actually just going to place it, and it's not going to be copied, and hope things work. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait. This doesn't work, does it? Totally functional bevel that we totally didn't just dismantle. What do you mean didn't just dismantle? Oh, you mean... Oh, I see. I see what you mean. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. We can just use that. But yeah, we technically did dismantle it, but we only need 400, and we have 1,000 queued up, which is, like, a lot. So we're good. Wait, are these set up correctly? Yeah, okay, we're good. I like how the bots are filling this with wood. This is the one they were meant to do, but it's fine. Okay, hopefully this works. We are putting a lot of faith in this, but that's fine. That's what these runs are about. Oh wait, these aren't in the right order. These are not in the right order. They're supposed to be descending order. Uh, there we go. Then we should have another train. Wait, we're supposed to have 4 trains. This one. The one that I'm in right now. Okay, none of the trains are actually set up, so we don't know yet if it works. But I mean, I see coal. What is this? I have no idea what's happening down here. I think we accidentally double pasted. Which is not great. But I think it's an easy fix, so we should be fine. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Yep, okay, we're okay. We are okay. This is the old coal lane, so hopefully we don't need that anymore. Actually, wait, this is the plastics lane. Oh, we still need to get plastics through here. Okay, we do need this gap to send plastics. Okay, well, at least coal is being delivered. That is a start. And then, yeah, this should be fine. Okay, hopefully this works. I mean, we're getting coal. I really don't know if we're getting other things. Also, 1,100 entities are missing construction bots is a terrifying sound, or is a terrifying message. It means things are going to be building for a long time, especially since we have like 1 Roboport here. But they do make it all the way out there, so we are fine. I think we have enough for it to be a technically functional lane. That's the important thing. It technically works a little bit. Don't know what's happening here. Oh, right. It's because we set up filter inserters and we didn't cap them. I was like, we should not be that low on resources. But yeah, I wanted rail signals. Was there anything else I needed to do? Oh, we never upgraded. Oh, that's not in range. No wonder why they've never got speed modules. Also, I like how we've definitely produced all the modules we need, but I'm still committed to having them in our design because well, we already designed it, right? We're not gonna redo it. But yeah, we need to send another lane of plastics through here somehow. Which I think actually this is what we should use cars for, right? Or tanks. That way we can do higher throughput. This is telling you when you should plug the "this is fine" meme. It is fine. What are you talking about? Everything is perfectly fine. No sarcasm there. It's just legitimately okay. Yeah. Does this work? I don't know if that was actually worth it. No, this wasn't worth it. Well, we're just gonna not do that. Okay, so I think what we did wrong was this run. But other than that, what did we do wrong? Actually, no, I don't think there's anything really wrong with this. I think we're gonna have throughput issues, so we need to figure out a way to increase that. But, like, other than that, this is pretty okay. It's not super okay, but it's like, it's fairly alright. So this sends plastic here, which also goes here. Okay, so we need more. This needs to go here. And then this goes across. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we would have definitely been better suited doing a different thing here, like cargo wagons or something. Actually, can a cargo wagon work? It might not be too late to use cargo wagons for this. Also, how did we delete every single inserter here for coal? I don't understand. Will these build? I think so. Yeah, they should be fine. I mean, we're getting iron. The only thing we're not getting is copper, so that's good. We do need more trains as well. So let's copy this a couple times. And get rid of the fuel in it, so that way bots stop trying to use that. Okay. That should move up, then this one should move there. Then we place another one here, and I guess we might have to hand build this if we want it to not be destroyed. Okay. Then we start it. Send it to mix 3. That is the one it's currently at, right? Yep. Okay. And then I think we still needed signals, right? Also, we haven't set up sulfur. I just remembered we didn't set up sulfuric acid. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, this design is such a meme. Also, something about it is broken, which is unfortunate. Oh no. We need to redesign that for all of them. Okay. All of the inserters are wrong. They go the opposite direction that they are supposed to. Okay, this is an easy fix. This is a very easy fix, actually. Yeah, we're fine. Iron coal, new version of steel. I mean, at least it works now, right? I don't know if I can really say that. It probably works now. Okay, and then same thing with copper. At least we didn't set up a copper lane yet, so things are a little bit all right. We do need to clear every single belt now, though, which is unfortunate. Actually, do we? We probably need to clear every belt. Okay. Which belts are wrong? Literally all of them are wrong. Okay. So we just have to clear every single batch of coal that we just delivered. Also, the trains are in transit. Just use filter inserters. Filter inserters would just put stuff in a chest endlessly, and we are not producing enough coal for that. And we can't, like, side load either. Normally I would use a filter inserter plus a side load, but we obviously can't do that. We can't use a underground side load. These ones aren't fixed. But yeah, the problem is that it would, you would, like, endlessly buffer coal, which would be bad. Okay, did I, like, immediately break all of them? I could have sworn I fixed every single set, but obviously it wasn't even close. Am I just blind? Okay. Just handcraft everything? Look, handcrafting would have definitely been faster. We don't need to talk about that. Handcrafting and hand building would have been the faster choice here. I guess technically the iron lanes will clear themselves. It will just take a really long time. The copper ones I don't think will ever clear themselves. Yeah, okay, we're good. This is so much coal to mess up. Man, I was so happy with the design. I had faith that it was working. I mean, it's not as broken as it could have been, so that's something. We need to figure out why we haven't gotten any copper yet, though. Like, that's actually kind of bad. Like, really bad, actually. We haven't gotten any copper yet, and that's, like, the main thing that we need for our whole thing to start. Okay, I think there's one more batch to clear. If we had more bot capacity, it would definitely be worth it to just rebuild this whole thing. Bots would clear it for us. We could remove the inserter. What would remove the inserters do? They're not, you know, they're not outputting on the wrong side. Like, that part's fixed. We have to clear the belt. Or if you're talking about your filter inserter idea, that's not going to save time. Like, there's nothing else we can be doing, right? Like, we just need to make sure it's emptied. We might as well do it. We might as well just clear the belt by hand. See? Now everything's perfect. I feel like we need more trains and they just stop here less. Like maybe just 20 seconds or something? But yeah, we need to ride this back. We're actually going to skip and go straight to coal in and place some rail signals as we go. Although it looks like we have a lot more rail signals than I thought we did. But we definitely need more trains. Ah, okay. I guess I can't really count having rail signals if we have them in doubles, but that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and now we hop aboard this train. we're just train hopping now. I feel like a criminal. Although I mean hopping trains isn't illegal, I guess. Like switching trains is obviously allowed. You just, have to have a ticket. Okay, iron is good. Perfect. I like how I didn't even think about where iron would be for those. Okay, and then, we're just gonna walk. Let's see what's wrong with copper. I feel like it's missing inserters. Wait. What's wrong with copper? Oh my gosh. It is like, that's what's wrong with copper? Like one power pole is missing? Come on, that's silly. Okay, that's so much nicer. Okay, we have copper now. Okay, let's pretend that there wasn't an issue. Please. It makes me feel a little bit better. This is all one train section though, which is not good. Okay, there we go. That should help a lot. Okay, now we just need more trains, I think. But I think conceptually this plan works now. Now we do need sulfuric acid. So technically we don't have everything we need for it to function. But we have built everything we need for launch, right? Except for the fact that we haven't. But yeah, more trains moving more frequently would probably be a good idea. Because right now they all kind of sit for like 30 seconds. One of the copper wagons isn't being filled. So copper is only in the second and fourth. And then iron is in the first and third. Just because of spacing. So yeah, that one is on purpose. Okay, yeah, we just need more trains. Like a lot more trains. Like way more. And then they need to stay here less. I guess technically they would need to be everywhere for a shorter length of time. Like maybe just everywhere for 15 seconds. This is why you usually use chests. One of your trains is a short wagon. Wait, what? What do you mean one of my trains is short a wagon? Oh, I see. That one's an iron one, right? Yes, you did. Thanks, Hilarious. Someone's at the door again. Okay. Yeah, we need to figure out what's wrong here. I mean, obviously, it's just they wait at the stations way too long. But do you think I can put a chest? Do I have enough space to put chests here? Because if I can put chests here, things get a lot simpler, and these run way more consistently. And we could use like stack inserters. But I think that might not work that well. These are still broken. Oh, we just never cleared it. Snakes? Okay, does this work? Okay, I mean, we still haven't gone to delivery with copper yet in the right spot, so it's hard to say if it actually works. Yeah, I think we just don't have enough trains. Iron snakes. Is that what trains are? Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. We are going to make an onloading station. So that way we can add more trains safely. What was that? Nope, not like that. There we go. Okay, now we can just copy this. Okay, add a train signal here. And we should be able to add a couple more wagons now a lot more easily at some point. I don't, this really doesn't work that well. Oh, but these are working. Wait, moment of truth. Is we getting copper? That's not the sentence I meant to say. Okay. And then, oh my gosh, we did not solve the plastic issue, did we? We only have plastic for half of these. I don't actually know how much plastic we need. We probably have more than I'm letting on. Maybe this would be a good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because these aren't cryoed now. Yeah, okay. So this lets us get coal plastic all the way down. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the mixed build. Aside from when it works. When it works is a big if, but you know, I'm happy I'm happy with it then. I have no idea what this is. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to figure out the plastic situation. It almost might be easier just set up plastic in a different way. Well, let's see. Do we have LDS? Have we made any low density structure? That is the test. No. No, we have not. Okay. Does that mean they don't work, or we just aren't getting resources yet? I think we need to decrease the amount of furnaces we have. Or the amount of circuits we have, because this this isn't really going to back up very cleanly. Because we only get LDS when at the very end of the unloading cycle. Oh, but at least these are working. Well, or set up at least. Kind of. Why is this blinking? Is this not actually on a signal? Ah, I see. There's a tree there. And we don't have a rail. Okay, bots will place that now. Wow, this is a... How many trains do we need to make this work? Maybe that's the question I should have been asking a lot earlier. Because I think conceptually this works, right? Is it the lack of buffer chests? Is that the problem? Or is it just the lack of... I think we stay at stations too long. I don't really know what the problem is. Maybe we don't have signals. We're buffering at the mining site. That's true. We are buffering at the mining site. I think we just stay too long in different places. For the way that we have it designed. Is there a better way to update these? Probably. Can you update them remotely? Like, can I just do... No, because that tries to send it somewhere else. Nukes? Yeah, we just delete the trains. I mean, that would work. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now they stay a lot less long, so that way they get balanced more. I think we just have to... I think the easiest solution is to just produce less chips. Because what this is going to do is it makes it that more copper makes it to LDS every single time, which I think is important. But look at that, we are producing LDS, which is honestly very surprising. I am happy that we are producing it, but I'm also surprised we are. Okay. Okay, this works. This really should not be working. I think there's no reason that this should be functional in any way, but I'm very, very happy it is. Very happy it is. It's not consistent. We cannot say that, but we can say it works. Yeah, these fill up a lot. We need to... I think we should have had these going to 2 trains somehow. Which technically we could do. Like, we could have 2 train stops and split them to both sides. Because while we don't have splitters, we do have trains, and trains can basically split. Trains are the splitters. Oh no, did this become 1 train? This became 1 mega train. Oh no. You know that new train that we made? That's like an ultra mega train now. That's awesome. I love it. But yeah, we need to fix that. 15. I wish we could do full cargo or empty. Well, we can do full cargo. We can't do empty cargo though. Because the problem with full cargo is we have... Or the problem with empty cargo is we have coal. So coal kind of breaks things. But yeah, we could definitely do a full cargo. That might be better. Also, we really need to figure out... Do I have a disconnect rolling stock button? Disconnect. Control-Shift-Alt-G. That's not the default key, right? There's no way that's the default key. I definitely changed that around. I don't see a situation where where we made that the default. I think I was just like, what key will I never press? And that's what I ended up making. So how do you... Control-Shift-Alt-G? Control-Shift... What is this button combo? Oh my god, that is so hard to press. Okay, we're good. I like that. I like that button combo so much. But yeah, I think the problem is that these empty a lot faster than I thought they did. 1200 divided by 7.5. Oh, wait. Except they are only... No, wait, it's not divided by 7.5. It's divided by 15. See, I think the problem is that some of these aren't on. How do I have so many trains that aren't activated? How did those get built? In what world did these get built? I'm so confused. Huh, that's weird. I don't know how we built those, because we have an unloading station to avoid this. So I don't really know what the problem was, but that's fine. Okay, copy the train, and then we'll do another one. Okay, and those should actually be correct this time. Okay, we also just don't have enough copper. We never really fixed the copper problem. This, I think, was freshly built. Oh yeah, this was the back half of the other train, so we can just send this straight through. So it doesn't back things up. Yeah, I think this is a way to make a... I think this is technically a way to use trains. I don't think we can say it's not a way to use trains. I think we can also say very confidently it is a very, very, very bad use of trains. Would anyone disagree with that statement? Yeah, would anyone disagree with this? Because I don't think you should. Will this work? No, not quite, but I think we can make it work. Yeah, okay, we can make this work. That goes on that side, this goes on the other side, and this filters out barrels. Okay. The reason I left this gap here is because I need this to be a straight line. This one doesn't. This one can have gaps because this is a very low throughput situation. Yeah, we somehow need to get sulfuric acid barrels. So we have sulfur, we have steel. That's not what we need. Where are we producing sulfuric acid? Okay, if we could somehow get this over here, that simplifies things. I think I see a line, but I don't think it's a good line. But I think I do technically see a way to do this. Oh, well, not with 2 belts. What other options do we have? Okay, where's iron? If we could get iron over here, that would be nice. Because we have water here. So as long as we have water and sulfur close to each other, I think we're good. So I think we just steal iron from this lane, right? For sulfuric acid, that should be totally fine. I don't think it uses a ton, although we might kill this lane completely. That is a distinct possibility. And then we have a water barrel. We don't have any assembly machines, but we can assume this works like that. Input, perfect. Sulfuric acid, and then this goes into its own barreler, which we can do output and then input. Okay, this is no longer expandable, so I really, really hope this is enough. Because if it's not, we don't really have much we can do. Okay. Is this also enough acid? I feel like it is, right? I feel like 1 assembler should be fine, assuming it can get the throughput it needs. Which also should have no problem getting. I have no idea where this is getting. Honestly, looking at this, I have no idea where this gets the sulfur from. But we need fill acid barrel, which is here. There we go. Okay. It doesn't have any barrels, but aside from that, it's good. And then I'd say how many barrels do I think I'll need for this? Probably like 400. I feel like 400 barrels is it's a fair amount of barrels. So yeah, let's hope that's enough. Also, we have all the engines we need. Perfect. There we go. The reason I did it this way is because I wanted to. I could have also used a combinator and counted from the other barrel assembler, but we just need to regulate how many barrels are here so we don't accidentally don't accidentally like oversaturate the belt. Although 300 is probably too little, but it is, I believe it is looped, or it should be looped. We just didn't correctly loop it. Okay, there we go. And then do we have any inserters? Just to get it started. Cool, okay, we're good. We should be getting blue chips now. And then let me guess. Yeah, this still is not working great. Although it's not terrible. It's working a lot better than it should be, all things considered. And we do need to fix this. Okay, so yeah. I think we knew this going in, right? We knew we didn't have enough copper. Actually, yeah, we did. We knew we were short on copper. Okay, so that is good. And we just loop this. And we are not getting nearly enough barrels. I think we need more barrels. Like, I think we need like 1,000 barrels, right? Like, that seems reasonable. I have no idea how plastic ended up here. Okay, I don't think that was a consistent thing, so we should be good. Yeah, let's do 1,000 barrels. That sounds good. These will take a while to build, but that's fine. The whole thing is kind of being built still. This was quite the adventure. This was 100% not worth the 2-hour investment. But at the same time, it was so fun to set up that it was worth it. But oh boy, we would have finished so much earlier if we did not do the mixed build. Because I don't even know if we'll finish today now. We spent way too much time goofing off. Yeah, that's another thing. It's fun to just make really, really, really dumb things. Which does slightly get in the way of finishing the run in a reasonable time. Okay, we actually kind of need to like recycle these. So that way they actually fill. Okay, so we need something for red chips. We need something for blue chips. In no particular order. I'm probably going to regret these. And then, actually that's all, right? I think that's everything. Speed modules, blue chips, other modules, LDS, and red chips. Cool. Okay, and then I think we need larger buffers, so we're just gonna copy this a few times. We definitely don't need that large a buffer, but that gives me time to think at least about how we should distribute them. Okay, we didn't give modules in these. That probably would have helped, but at the same time, we don't really need it. What are these limited by? Copper, okay. So we definitely only produce things in bursts. Is there a good solution to this? Also, is this like not... Okay, why did these keep going into manual? I don't quite get it. That's like the second train that's ended up here that was in manual. Oh wait, was this the one that we just added? Oh, I think we just added something to that. Okay, yeah, I remember now. Okay, so we're getting copper again. Yeah, we definitely should have done buffer chests. Because it would have been more useful to have like one of these working consistently than a bunch of them working sporadically. But, you know, that's fine. You live and you learn. Now I know. Now I know to never do this again. Just the run as a whole. No, the run's fun. Okay, so what now? I mean, we have a semi-functional design for rocket parts that is a little bit finicky, so I'm waiting for it to just kind of blow up at some point and be completely useless, but it works for now. We need steel. Okay, steel's actually got to be really easy because we need to do purple science. The sciences are here. That's going to be... Ooh, that's easy to connect. Okay, we can do sciences right here. Actually, not a problem at all. We do need some assembling machines. Yeah, I say we get sciences started. I could also cut some assemblers and like change how much of everything I get. That could be useful. Because like we don't need this much LDS. The main thing we need right now is blue chips. Then how's the barrels for those? Barreling still being produced, it looks like. But I think we're good. Actually, no. Let's output onto the belt though. Okay, it's water limited. That's weird. How are we water limited? Are we out of barrels or what? What's the issue here? This is weird being water limited for sulfuric. It doesn't have a high enough input speed. That makes sense. Is it just because it doesn't have enough barrels? I think it just doesn't have enough barrels. Okay, what we can do... no, that's not worth it. We should just set up another water assembler. And go through here. Yeah, that's the strat. Okay, water assembler. Perfect. We do need some barrels. Do we have any? No. Do we have any steel? No. Okay, I was not expecting to have to use so many barrels this time around, honestly. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I should have predicted that. But I definitely didn't. Oh wait, this isn't going to be on a local loop anymore, though. This might not work. Because I think this will have issues recycling things evenly. I don't know, we'll see. Things might be alright. Okay, that puts those over there, and then this brings half of the barrels back. I think it will balance out. Yeah, I think it will balance out, so we should be fine. Okay, give it an input. We only need 2. And then give it an output. Connect it to power, and we should be good. Yeah, we definitely don't have the input to support this, so we should be fine. Do we have any inserters? We really do not have inserters on us. Okay. But yeah, hopefully that works out. I think we have enough barrels to support this cycle. At least that's what I'm hoping. We'll also need to figure out rocket fuel, but I think rocket fuel is not going to be too bad. Because we'll just use petroleum probably for the solid fuel, and then the rocket fuel itself will be done using this buffered light oil, which we will somehow get out of here. We'll probably just delete lube, to be honest. I think that would work just fine. I think that's the easiest course of action. I don't know why I try to make my base so compact. Looking at this now, there is no reason for me to try to make it like this. But yeah, we have a fairly consistent LDS production. That's all right. I think we could definitely cut things to make them run better, but let's worry about setting up a semi-functional blue science assembler first. And then we'll worry about fixing our input production, because we don't really know what we're limited by. Like, I know we're limited by a lot of things, but I don't know how badly. So it's not something I can very easily, fix until we know the exact problem. Now, we do have a couple options here. We could move this. We can move these 2 belts, send them over to science, or we just send the rail output over to science. I think it doesn't make a huge difference. Does it? Throughput-wise, doesn't matter. This is 1-to-1. Okay, so technically this is better for throughput. Yo, what's up, Jameson? Welcome, welcome. Well, I was wanting to finish this today, but I decided to do some really rough design choices, which were not a good idea. So I'm no longer thinking it's going to be finished today. I don't regret them, but they definitely added like 2 hours for no real good reason. Exactly, that's why it is half the fun, which is why we did it. So basically, I don't know if you've ever watched any speedruns for this game, but there's something that they call the mixed build. So for the final rocket components, you just kind of produce a lot of everything you need for like purple, yellow science in like one lane. So that way you build it once and then you copy it like 10 times. So that way it's really easy to set up in bulk, which is great. The problem is it's not really worth doing unless you've specifically practiced like building it for that design. But I decided to do something like that without undergrounds because I thought it would be really silly. And yeah, we've spent like the whole stream troubleshooting it and trying to get resources for it. Because it is not designed to work like this. It definitely does not work with the way we have it set up. But I am super glad I went with it. It just, yeah, it was a little bit of a mistake. Just a little one. But yeah, okay, so now we should be able to get rails. So what all do we need for... What all do we need for purple science? We need rails, modules, steel, bricks. Okay. No, that's pretty easy. No, that's really easy. Okay, we'll do rails here. I don't know how many rail assemblers. Mistakes on anti-stream. Yeah, who would have mistakes? We don't make those here. Definitely not. Okay, I think this will work. Right? Yeah. Yeah, this will work. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay, we can work with this. This is a weird design, but you know, that's everything we've made today. This works so poorly. Like this is really really non-functional. Basically the whole design philosophy around this is everything is produced constantly at a very steady rate, and you need steady resource input, and we don't have a steady resource input, so this just doesn't work at all, which I think is great that I'm very glad I tried it, but boy was it not a good design for this. Actually, let's move this down a tile. I think we don't really need to make it more compact, but we don't have a ton of space to work with, so we actually have to we do have to make it a little bit compact here. And then we can do electric furnaces here. Oh wait, this doesn't work, does it? No, 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 we can make it work. We can make it work. I think. I might need to do a weird stagger. Let's see. First things first, let's just connect rails. So, there we go. Let's do rails. That is everything we need for rails. Now, how do we do furnaces? Oh, I see. I see the strat. I see the strat. Okay. Yep, this is the winning design. And now, let's do furnaces. We have an input. We have an output here. Oh wait, this doesn't work. Wait. This is the winning design. Immediately doesn't work. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay. I want red chips here. Steel and bricks here. Okay, that part's fine. Red chips are going to be on one of these. And then furnaces are also going to be on this one. Okay. There we go. That should work. I think. Input, input, output, output. Okay, so this will get red chips on the far half. Okay, and then modules over here. Okay, this works. This works. It shouldn't, but it does. Okay, now we can copy this. Let's be bold and assume I can somehow run this many. 16 assemblers. There's no way we can get close to running 16 assemblers. But we are definitely gonna try. Okay. Yeah, now we don't really have a ton of space. Honestly, the red chip should have been going from the other side. It's actually not too late to fix it. We also haven't produced that many red chips, so who knows if this will even run. Okay, this just needs to go here. And then prod modules. I think I wanted them to be... That's on the wrong side. I think we need a side lid here. There we go. Okay, that should work. I think that's everything we need for purple science. Obviously not in the throughput that we need, but in terms of having the right things built, it's good. And then I think honestly, we can fix our red chip issue by just stealing red chips from the main base, because blue science should be done by now. And then, are we going to try to do beacons in the silo? Yeah, I think we should do beacons in the silo. It also just occurred to me that we need to figure out... We need to get prod 2s, which we don't really have a ton of space for, but we can try. And then, okay, I see the strat. I see the lines here. Fully automated prod 3s whenever we get to them. There we go. That way it'll start buffering for us. So this needs to filter out the blue chips, and then this will do prod 3s eventually. Okay, I think that works. Because this gets red chips and blue chips very slowly. This gets blue chips. This gets red chips. And this is prod 2s. And it will hopefully make 20 of them in time. Okay, LDS. You know what? We've made 400 LDS. That's a lot more than I was expecting. And then, of course, yellow science is trivial as always, which is nice. It makes it so much... It's so nice to have yellow science just be like a breeze after having to do other things. There's also absolutely no reason for us to put them on the same belt, but I want to use the card strat. I want to use the tank strat at least once, so we are going to have them on the same belt, so we have an excuse to use it. Because the tank strat is really fun. It's the most trivial, but the most expensive. I guess it depends what you consider, like, expensive. Because, like, in some sense, it's the cheapest. Because it's really hard to get enough steel quickly. But, like, it's a lot easier to get a lot of different resources like you need for yellow. Whereas purple is just a lot of steel immediately. And I think it's just that. Like, getting only a bunch of steel is a lot harder than getting a little bit of everything in, like, a scalable way. Quickly, of course. In the long run, yellow science definitely becomes cheaper. We did not put the extra long inserters. Whoops. Now, hopefully, this is something we can copy. Okay, perfect. Okay, where are we producing robot frames? Oh, robot frames are super easy to get. Ooh, we can use the tank strat. Okay, so this is the tank strat that I've mentioned a couple times. That's not the strat. Hold on, I did not set the tank in the right spot. This is the tank strat. This is still not in the right spot. It's very hard to set up. It's very finicky. Hold on. There we go. You know what? We're just gonna let it... We're just gonna let it cook. There we go. So, yeah, we don't have to do any of this because we already have all of the flying robot frames we need, but I really, really wanted to use the tank strat at least once, so I figured it was worth it. Okay, but basically, tanks are a little bit wider than a car, so it means you can pass resources across a double wide belt instead of just a single wide belt, which is great. There we go. Okay, yellow science is done. Purple science is not working for some reason. Oh, yes. Literally no power poles. It might be easier if you turn on the debug option to see collision rectangles. Oh. Does that show you things while they're building, though? Okay, so it's not that much easier. It gives you confirmation before it starts moving on the belt, but I guess it... Unless there's a way to see it while you're placing, then it would be a lot easier. Oh my gosh, we're producing purple. I know this shouldn't be that exciting, but I mean, I wasn't expecting to have anything. I wasn't expecting anything to work, but we actually are producing both of the sciences, so I'm very pleased. We need prod modules in labs, right? Yeah, we haven't set up prod modules in labs yet. That's fine. Okay, there we go. And then we'll need a tank for this one, but we should be good. Delete all of these. Delete these. And then start placing more. We should have a lot more prods than I think we do, because we've been producing them next to purple science this entire time. Or next to blue science this entire time. Okay. I forgot we had like an odd number of inserters here. Which is weird, but I mean, I guess it does the job. Okay, so this belt is actually the wrong way now, but it does work. And then I could have sworn we made 2 tanks, but I think we just have to go grab more resources for another one. Like they're not expensive by any means, especially since we have some red chips to move. We're gonna be filling our inventory with them anyway. There we go. Look at that, a nice little tank. We need a couple filter inserters, so let's actually place those now. I don't think we need the double filter inserters here, but I don't think it's gonna hurt. I just realized the tank is going up here. Wait, is the tank technically on 2 tiles? If you do this, where does the tank go? Okay, it's only on 1 tile. That makes sense. But like that would have been a fun way to stop a tank. It's a shame it doesn't work. Okay. There we go. And then, let's see, that should work. So let's do yellow and purple science. Oh wait, yeah, this will work. Okay, and then we don't need that one, and then this one is yellow. Okay, I think that's fine. No, that works great. No, we're good. I feel like it should be working, but it is. I don't like the blinking. I should have put fuel on them. Okay, so we clearly are having things not produce. We have enough rails, that's for sure. I think the thing we're limited on right now is red chips. And if we fix that, we're going to be limited on other things. But, you know, we can at least give them a little bit of that. These are missing red chips. Yeah, this doesn't work very well. Are any of them working? Okay, we're consistently getting something. I think this will help us get more red chips. Because we have enough modules, so I think we could realistically just cut some of them. And that'll give us a higher balance of red chips, so that way we can actually run our blue chips. Because, yeah, the mixed lane does not work whenever you're getting not a full lane of copper constantly, which I think I did expect, but it's fine. No, it's okay. I'll survive. Spec transmission, productivity, RCUs, rocket. Because, yeah, I don't think we're ready to set up RCUs yet. Actually, RCUs aren't that bad. No, RCUs aren't bad at all. We aren't really producing enough blue chips for them, so it's going to be a little while before we can get RCUs building, but that's fine. Let's see, is everything else working? Also, do I really need more labs? I don't think I need to increase the labs yet. I'm trying to think. can I reasonably make myself limited by a different thing? Oh, also, I think these should be on different sides. Because I'm just realizing if I want to supplement this with steel, we'll have to come from this side. So we should actually do a side swapper here, which requires us to use filter inserters, which we do not have. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to take this one so we can start it. But yeah, I want steel on the other side. And then not steel will be over here. Okay. I meant to blacklist it first, but I guess we'll be okay. If I could get one iron, that would be great. But yeah, we need to get more blue chips somehow. Which, realistically, there's a lot of copper backed up down there. Maybe this build is working better than I think it is. Or maybe it's not working at all. Because things are not evenly distributed. Okay, never mind. I was hopeful for a short while. Just a little bit of hope. Immediately crushed, though. Immediately crushed. Okay, we'll make this do sticks. Okay, there we go. They should clear themselves, but just in case, I'm just gonna control-click as I run along. Okay, red chips are good. We need to get more steel if we want these to actually produce faster. Although, honestly, we're probably producing enough. I really would like another steel lane, though. Let's do another steel lane. Because I think another steel lane is, like, the easiest thing to fix. Yeah, it's really easy to get extra steel. Yeah, there's no reason for me not to try. It's very far away, but it's not as far away as it could be, I guess, is really what it comes down to. Like, it's a reasonable distance away. It really just comes down to will bots build in time? And because it's like almost close enough. Yeah, I think right now we have like 24 furnaces making steel, which is really not that much for purple. Because and those aren't even steel furnaces. They're like regular furnaces. Just regular furnaces, which or sorry, stone furnaces, which are half as good. Almost close enough. Exactly, almost close enough. Kind of, probably. Look at that. Look at that confidence. That was nothing if not confident there. Okay, so we need steel. Steel is very easy to set up. Yeah, actually, no, this is actually very easy. No, this is not difficult at all. That sounded very sarcastic. It wasn't. It was not supposed to be sarcastic. This was never set up. That's fun. That's fine. If not confident, then confined? Like what, prison? Wait, what? What does this mean? Okay, this is my idea for how to connect this, which I think it actually works really well. And then we just get steel furnaces, which hopefully we can afford. Or hopefully we have them. 12, okay. We get a filter, there we go. And then I would like to be able to copy these inserters. Let's see if that works. Oh, it does. Cool. Wasn't expecting that to actually work. I didn't realize it was in radar vision. Okay, we're good. Can afford quickly in this game. Yeah, that's true. But we have them buffered. We have 200 furnaces just sitting there doing nothing. So we can definitely afford them quickly. Okay, that works. 12. Okay, I mean, that does double our steel production, so it's not necessarily bad. It is a little bit less than I wanted. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Now we need to do a splitter at the top, or a filter at the top right here for all the steel. Is that powered? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, I mean, that should double our steel production. It's sad that that doubles our steel production, but it really does. If it's within bot range, of course. It might not actually ever double it. We'll see. We kind of are missing a powerable connection, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, considering how slow purple is building, it is worth trying to expand stuff. Because we are purple limited right now. And we're short on so many things, I feel like we should be other things limited. Okay, we're not going to be able to get that. That's fine. Why did I just randomly switch to ghosts here? That's weird. Oh, that's fine. That's only 2 bots. I mean, they technically have a connection most of the way. We'll see if that builds. We'll see if that builds. But yeah, that is 100% our bottleneck right now, steel, so I think it was worth doing. Yellow science, I'm really wishing I had limited yellow science. It's not called yellow science. Once again, typing the wrong thing. We're a third done with yellow science. That's actually not too bad. Okay, we need to figure out what the problem is here. I mean, obviously there's a there's a lot of problems. How's our low density structure? LDS is also not done. Okay, so we can't really cut much. We can't really cut anything actually. We just need more copper if we want to launch anytime soon. What do we do? Copper is good. Because I would like more blue chips. We have another option though. We could steal from our original base. We could also see if there is a fix to our current train network. But I think the fix for our current train network just requires us to have more copper smelting or copper mining, and we just didn't really have that. I think we would need a second station, and they would sit there less frequently. I mean, it's working a lot better than it should be, so I guess that's something. I could try to get copper from here. I could have a second station that gets copper from here and delivers it somewhere. And somehow combine the stations. Oh, I don't see a world where that ends up not terrible. What else? Well, the thing is we can't get resources through here unless we use a train. But I mean, we do have a train network set up. We could use it. Because I really would like consistent copper. I'm thinking, okay, here's my thought process, right? We have a copper train that feeds from here into this train. So that way we have a more consistent copper production. It technically works, but at what cost? A little bit of cost in sanity and pride. Basically, where we would just transfer from this to this. We would have a little copper adapter. I don't know how easy that would be to set up, because we would need to have the train go all the way up here. Wow, this copper, 200% is so far. Another option is we might be able to get some more drills here. I just can't really see what the bottleneck is right now. I think we just stay too long at stations. At least the coal station. Like, we could probably decrease it to, like, 1... We need to ride a train somewhere. I think that's what we have to do. Looking at how the train stops are arranged for own loading, you can highly recommend playing more open TTD. I don't know what that is. Is it like a tycoon game? But yeah, the trains. So the train stations were supposed to work because these were mostly just supposed. They were basically supposed to just be a belt. But the problem is that this patch just ended up being a lot smaller than I expected when I planned to grab it. That's really the only problem. Like the train setup itself works mostly fine, but because we don't have enough copper, we can't really solve our problem that easily. So we have to stay, yeah, we can't fill up the trains fast enough here. We're just going to send all of these home. That'll stall production for a bit, but that's fine, because I just need to check out the copper station. Yeah, like this almost works fine. I really love this. Transportation Tycoon, make loads of money as optimally as possible. That sounds fun, actually. I like Tycoon Simulator. It's been a while since I had a Missouri hippie. It's like a cash flow simulator with trains. I feel like you could describe any game with money that way, right? Okay, let's see if there's a fix we can do here. Do we just need more throughput? What if we do a second copper train? Is that a good idea? Because I think the issue is that the issue is that these long inserters are not nearly fast enough. Okay, I think we solved it. This is actually fixable. It's one of the easy ones to play, or at least one of the easier ones to not go broken. It's been a long time since I played one of those without it being sandbox mode. Because I think I used to play Roller Coaster Zoo Tycoon with like cheats. Like exclusively with cheats. Okay, we do not have enough rail for this. We just broke our entire setup trying to do this. I think we can get enough rail from here though. Okay, so basically my idea is that we need more copper. But we don't have a great way to get more copper. So I have a couple of really dumb ideas. None of them are good. They're all dumb. But we can use this again. Copy this setup. Okay, then we put more rail. We can't really put rails here. We need to copy this as trains. That was the problem. There we go. Okay, so the new idea is rearrange these to fill a second train. And that should work. At least I really hope it does. Because apparently the problem was just the long inserters for copper were super limiting. Okay, so copper in 1. And we'll just put that in front of all of the other ones. Rail Coaster Tycoon is definitely harder. So I actually mostly played Zoo Tycoon. But Roller Coaster Tycoon, I just tried to make death traps. I definitely never played that one seriously. Zoo Tycoon, I actually did try to make actual zoos in. I recently played, what's it called? Jurassic World Evolution, which is like Zoo Tycoon but with dinosaurs, and I gotta say that game is fantastic. It's a little like, it's not super complex, but it is really, really fun. Okay, let's do 15 seconds at each of the copper stations. Okay, I think this helps. I think this will help a ton with copper. Is it in the right order? Yes, that's in the right order. Okay, is there a good way to change trains logic, like remotely? I don't think there is, right? They're adding that in the expansion. I don't think they've done it yet. Realistically, if you're loading two trains at once at one stop, this is not how you do it. If anyone's wondering, this is not how you should do it at all. But since we don't have undergrounds, I can't really load on the other side. So this was my solution. But yeah, I would not... Lies? Yeah, never mind. This is exactly how most people do it. Good point. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, this can go to copper in. Okay. Okay, we're good. I think. I hope no one looks at this and thinks it's a guide. Yeah. Don't follow the advice of someone who's playing the game without undergrounds. I do have buffer trains, yes. The buffer trains are actually really good. I don't think this would have worked without the buffer trains. I mean, it already doesn't work that well. But imagine how worse it would be without the buffer trains. Are these the ones that I just, like, sent to loop around? I think they're the ones I just sent to loop around. So we're actually... You know what? This is a pretty effective way to update the trains. No, that shouldn't have worked, but it did. Okay, and then these are all in roboport range. Okay, so will this... This might not have an effect in time, but I'm glad I updated it. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I tried this, but I can't imagine it's really going to make a difference. I'd argue that the one thing you need to make is loading bays off the main loop. Loading bays off the main loop require undergrounds to really do, right? I guess we could have gone around. We could have gone around. No, I'm not considering them like a splitter. But yeah, I guess we could have gone around and then broken off. That lets you get up to 2 train. You can only do 2 loading bays. Also, these are probably supposed to not be here for 15 seconds for this to work. Okay, well, we'll see. No undergrounds needed. It's to improve the flow of other trains. Well, but the thing is, like, you need loading bays, right? And we didn't design it around that, so it's not something we can convert our design to. It would have worked if we had designed around it in the first place. It's just not something that we can do as a conversion without a lot of time. Okay, but they are getting a full... Oh, they're still not getting a full. I guess they're not supposed to get a full train worth. Not until these are connected. Which they will connect. They're within reach. Yeah, hopefully this works. At least well enough. Are all of the trains on the same schedule? Yeah. Because these are literally just acting as belts. Which means they don't need to be that, like, good. It just, it didn't work as well as it was. It was supposed to be a little bit better. It wasn't supposed to be this broken. But that's going through the wrong place. Oh, wait, so when you copy it... Oh, I see. When you copy a train, it copies the same destination that it was set to. I see why they all just kind of cycled around. But yeah, the idea was that these would just allow me to unload without crossing belts like 16 times, which is how many times I would have needed to cross belts. Which, in a way, it did do that. It's like, it was worth it. But I forgot how resource hungry this is. So it didn't end up working as well as I wanted. I thought we needed way fewer belts. It would have been so much better otherwise. But yeah, we're decent with research. We're probably done with yellow science, right? Nope, we're still not done, because we still have not made blue chips. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess our copper fix hasn't been rolled out yet. And honestly, it might never be. Although it should be in build reach. Yeah, it's just really far away. But yeah, this is not how you should design a train network. I wanted sushi trains, and I wanted them to move a few belts at a time. And then I decided to expand this, and then they no longer work because it's not designed to move this many belts at a time. Yellow science should be good. Honestly, I think I'm just going to cut it here. Because we should have enough robo frames there. We need to do RCUs. We also, are we done with these? Oh, we are done with those. Cool. Wait. Yeah, we're done with these. Perfect. Okay, that will save some blue chips. Yeah, we really need more blue chip production. I guess... Can I just hand feed them blue chips? Does that help? I don't think that really helps me for that long. Because then I'm going to run into copper issues again. How's our low density structure? Only half done. Yeah, we'll have to finish this Thursday, I think. Yeah, so a lot of people ask, why don't I use trains and runs? This is why. Okay, this is obviously not the best example because it's not a great train system, but the amount of time it takes to set up a train for what should be like a 4 to 6 hour run is very high. They cannot pay for themselves if you don't allow imported blueprints. Like, train setups are not fast to build by hand. They're great for longer runs, like 20 to 30 hours. They never pay for themselves in a sub 8 hour run. Like, it is impossible without imported blueprints. Because you just, it, even like if you know how to set them up, this is a lot of work to set up a train station, especially when you have to do multiple for the train to actually be worth it. Because in that time, you can just drag like 4 belts and you're good. Like 4 belts of resources. That's all you need for a launch easily. You can do that by hand in like 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. So like there's no situation where trains are worth it. I wanted to do it because this looked like a really fun design. But yeah, we probably won't be using trains for that many of them in the near future. We'll obviously be using them in burner stuff, but that's because we're allowing ourselves to use blueprints for that. I think bots are stuck charging. I think that's what happened. I don't think it'll ever build because these guys are stuck. Although they might be a return trip. It's hard to say. I don't know what those guys are doing. But yeah, we'll do RCUs next time. We definitely don't have enough time to finish it today because we we just designed something dumb instead. It's hard. I don't know. It's hard not to design the fun things, but they also do make them... They always add a day. I'm always torn between trying to do it fast or trying to do it silly. Because, like, if you're going to do a fun run, you might as well have fun with it, right? But on the other hand, it makes them take, like, 2 to 3 weeks each, and that's not super great. But hey, look at that. We actually had copper on the final section. That's a first. I don't know what's going on here, but I mean, it is getting more copper, I think. There's no such thing as fun. That's true. There is no fun. This is only suffering. Yeah, this is also why I turn up the patches to 600% usually. I think I'm gonna do that more often. This is also just a particularly bad map, which doesn't help. Like, the patches are pretty far for being turned up to 200%. Yeah, I think future ones will obviously not use trains, at least not as often. Maybe I'll probably use them in the Railworld run. There's one Railworld run I wanted to do. And then what else? Oh, and then 600% resources. Maybe like 300 would be a good balance. Because 600 is a lot. 600 means you never have to go, like, past this circle. I want to go a little bit past this circle. Like, I want to have to go here. I don't want to have to go here. That's twice as far. Because this is what? 1,000 tiles? No, 600 tiles? Diagonally? It's a lot. Okay, so I'm waiting for the copper to build. I wanted to see if the copper works, but I don't think it ever will. I could build it by hand, honestly. I think I'm going to drive down there, build it by hand, and that'll be a good stopping point. Because I need to know if that works. Because that will change what we do next time. I think. Although, yeah, no, we still need to produce like 700 chips. We'll be waiting on it for a while next time if we don't fix it. So we really just need red transport belts. Or we could probably make do with yellow. Because the throughput isn't that high. So we got red transport belts. What else? I don't know if we need inserters. We might need inserters. And rails. Oh, we definitely need rails. We'll just handcraft those. Okay, that should be good. I'm surprised that science is working. Also, I should have taken the tank. We're taking the tank. The tank can just power through trees, so we don't have to be able to drive well. It also powers through our base, so I do need to be a little bit careful to not just charge through the buffer. But other than that, we're good. Tanks are so slow. Is this worth not having to steer? I think so. Okay, and then, you know what? This would help. Okay, well that gives us a little bit more blue chips. Not a ton more, but it helps a bit. But yeah, mixed builds. I love them. They're really fun. They're actually really, really fun designs. They're very specific to like speedrun settings. When you need it to work in like 30 minutes, they're not useful if you need it to work in an hour or more, but they're still so fun to set up. They rely solely on having constant supply of resources, which is why this train system is a bit rough with it. I wonder if an unloading station would have worked here. No, we couldn't have made that work. Unless we had double-headed trains. If we did double-headed trains, we probably could have done some kind of unloading station for each train. That is risky though, because I don't know how to combine double-headed with single-headed rails. I think there's a way. I think it's incredibly complicated. But I think you technically can do it. Okay, is this set up yet? I can't imagine it is. Oh, it is. And we destroyed the train. Look at that. We have a replacement right there. Perfect. Okay, our copper system actually works. That is surprising. I think it stays here too long, though. Let's see. This only needs to fill up halfway. Oh, it actually does fill up halfway. Oh, never mind. This is perfect. Yeah, okay. Our setup actually worked. I feel like we still don't have enough input. I really thought long inserters would be way faster. Do we not have the stack size upgrade? They do rely on assumptions to work. That is true. The assumption that, well, one, you set it up correctly. That's a pretty big one. Okay. Is my math off? 1.2 times 12? 28. How long does that take to fill a train? The long inserters should be able to move like 30 resources per second. And we only need to fill two-thirds of a train. Oh, so that is 20 seconds. I actually need to stay at the copper outpost for 20 seconds. Oh well. The important thing is there's copper on all the belts now, so it did have an improvement. And I call that a win. It's not huge, but there is an improvement. Like, we can probably look at our processing unit. Or like we can probably look at copper plates, right? See, look at that. Look at this spike. This is when we fixed it. That is actually 50% more of everything. That's actually really big. Can we get more of these? No, we can't. Okay, that should be everything we need. Honestly, LDS isn't going to produce more consistently, but LDS has enough backed up. So next time we'll be setting up... Well, we need prod 4s, of course. Which we actually we'll actually be making 5, but that's fine, they're cheap. Okay, so we need RCUs. Are we done with yellow science? Utility science. Technically, yes. We'll give it one more. But because we're so low on blue chips, I don't want to overproduce them by a ton. Okay, robot frames are good. Steel is good. Actually, did steel ever build? No, steel never finished. Well, at least we tried to expand it, right? It's also low on everything else. What's the problem over here? Yeah, also, always make sure you have radars. Radars are helpful. Actually, I don't really see what the problem is. I feel like we should have steel, right? Did I just not connect them? Do we not have furnaces? Hmm. Oh, I placed them too close to each other. They don't have power poles. I see. Okay, well that would do it. Is there a fix for this? Yes, there is. It might help in time. But we can safely say that we would have gotten steel in time for it to be helpful had it been built correctly. So that is something. Because we just need medium poles. We need 31 medium poles, and that'll get steel working. But yeah, I think it still can start in time, which is funny. Like, I feel like it shouldn't have any chance of being helpful at this point. But steel is it's just so hungry for steel that it can, it still needs it at this point. Because we're at 30% research. I mean, realistically, we don't need the steel because we're limited by other things as well. But I figured I might as well have one of my bottlenecks be fixed before we end this. Okay, medium electric poles, steel, iron sticks. Okay, iron sticks we're producing remotely. Steel we're producing remotely. So we can actually just like run along this belt. Okay, that's all the sticks we need. Actually, no, we need 124 sticks. We need 60 steel, 62 steel, and then a little bit of copper. Okay, that's 14. Perfect. Okay, that gives us enough power poles. Awesome. Okay, I wonder if there's anything we can steal from here to improve our build. Probably not. Also, what is this? What is this mess? There we go. I guess, yeah, we didn't end up needing research speed, so I never built the labs. Okay, I think everything's good. We are actually purple science limited. That's weird. And then I really, really want blue chips to work. Blue chips are easy, actually, right? Because technically, I can produce blue chips up here if we need more blue chips. We can just do a blue chip assembler using these buffered chips, and that actually would be... That would get me... I could do 6. I could do 6 or 7. Which, considering how many of these are running consistently, I think that would be an increase. Like a 100% increase. Oh, wow. Wait, this like actually works now. Like, it's not perfect. But like, yeah, that extra copper station is actually like really helpful. That's cool. We're actually getting too many red chips now. Perfect. We could actually cut some red chip assemblers to get a few more green chips, but I think this is producing fine. It's a little bit bursty. We're actually running out of plastics now. That's definitely not something we need to fix. What are these limited by? Is it input speed? I guess normally I would have prod mods in these. I just forgot to place them. But yeah, I think they're running decently. Okay. That's not too shabby. We have a third of as many as we need. Low density structure is technically, we're going to be waiting on that. We need to produce 720 more of that tomorrow or Thursday. Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, that's it for me today. Also, I did finally make a Discord for the stream because a lot of people are asking for that. So if I'm ever late to streams, I can actually send a message there. Yeah, be sure to check that out if you want to keep tabs on my streaming schedule. Yeah, Discord for the stream. I wish that was the command name. Wait, let's do that. Yeah, there's also the in-game, the offline chat. I guess someone did use that once for a couple hours one day. That was funny. Or no, it was like an hour. I just turned on OBS and I just had like a backlog of like 30 messages and was like, what? Where did these come from? I honestly thought that I add command Discord for the stream. Discord for the stream. Okay, did I spell that right? But yeah, I honestly thought I accidentally went live for a while. Because that's I didn't have any reason to think people would use online chat. There we go. But yeah, I'll just for the most part, I'll be posting, just posting what I'll be doing. If you don't see like Twitch notifications, or if I'm ever just not live, because I used to have an embed in my about page for Twitch, but then Twitter changed how things worked. So Twitter X embeds, whatever you want to call it, no longer work. So it doesn't actually have a live update on my Twitter, which is a shame because that was a great spot for announcements. When do you expect to run Burner 100? Not for a while. Probably not for a month, at least. We just finished the up to bots design. Honestly, maybe it will be in like a month. I could see it being in a month. I don't have a set date yet, but let's see. We have to obviously test our blueprints. We have the outpost done. I'll need to do a little bit of practice playing with the controller, so that will take a week. If I stop playing space exploration for a couple weekends, we could get there faster. I might do space exploration just one day each week until we get the designs done, because I do want to get that done. Obviously Thursday we'll be finishing this because we're so close to finishing. Yeah, I think I'll do, let's see, which would be a better day? Which sounds more burner, Saturday or Sunday? Neither of those really sound like a burner day, so I don't think it really matters. But is burner 100% with, it is entirely without mods because I want it to be submittable. I don't know if I will, but I want it to be done within the speedrunning things. Would I do it on a burner account? Yeah, I'll be on my random alt that I have for a single day. But yeah, it's done entirely vanilla, which if you're worried like that changes anything, it really doesn't. The mods that add burner stuff, they either make it easier or they don't make it harder. So it's not. So there's no decrease in challenge by doing it fully vanilla. So if there's any concern there, don't worry. It's going to be very painful. I've talked about it before, but the only difference between using entirely burners, like burner assembling machines, and not burner assembling machines, is a single inserter in replace of every power pole you place, which is like, there's really not a difference there. Inserters, furnaces, and drills, yeah. The inserters are the worst part. The drills are also not too bad, are all second to that. Not having electric furnaces isn't awful, but it does limit your use of modules. I could show the base real quick if you want, if you're interested. We'll also be working on it Friday. But yeah, burner inserters, burner drills, and furnaces. Although technically that one doesn't really add anything to it. It just figured might as well. Technically, I need to use solar panels for one achievement. They will not be attached to my base, and they'll give me like, they'll run for an hour, and that's all they do. They just get one achievement. Logistic bots I'm using for personal deliveries, but we don't use them in the builds because that seems. I don't think I would actually be able to get enough of them for it to make a difference, but I won't be using many of them. Is it up? It is. There we go. This is our base right now. It's pretty solid. We haven't connected all the belts yet, but this is everything we have to build by hand. So we have to place 2,000 inserters by hand before we get to bots. Oh wait, this doesn't include mining. We have to place 3,000 inserters by hand with the mining patches, just to get us to bots. The hardest part is going to be getting to Gotlap, honestly. Gotlap is hard to do with burner inserters unless you hand feed everything. But burner inserter is hard to get to automated labs. It takes like an hour. Which, I mean, still gives you a lot of time for Gotlap, but it's stressful. We'll be using Sushi Science. We don't have anything self-feeding in the early run. Or at least we don't have a lot of stuff self-feeding in the early base. Largely because it doesn't really simplify build speed. And it's really inconsistent. So there's no real reason to. So we have vertical belt grid instead. Really happy with that design. We use it everywhere because it's really fast for building by hand. Like actually really, really scalable. It's awesome. I haven't decided if I want to use splitters or inserters here. It doesn't really make a huge difference. These fill more evenly. This fills each section faster. I think in terms of production, it doesn't matter. Or in terms of startup, it doesn't matter. Do you end up hand feeding inserters? Not really. Maybe a couple early on. But hand fueling inserters, uh, their hitbox is too small to do it in a way that's fast. And because it's so slow to do it consistently, it's better to just set up an inserter to fuel it. Like that's really what it ends up working out to. Like the hitbox of right, yep, thanks. Uh this menu mutes my mic. Yeah. So what I don't know what all was said. Inserters, very, very, very small hitbox. You can hand feed one. You can't really hand feed multiple in any way that's fast and consistent. So it's better to just set up automatically from the get go, because you're not really going to be saving any time by hand feeding it in the long run. Maybe a little bit of iron, but since it needs to be automated like 30 minutes later anyway, might as well just do it right away. Because I have tried with hand fueling and it didn't end up being worth it for anything I did it for, except for the satellite, because it just needed to launch like 6 satellites. And even then, that one has rocket fuel next to it. But yeah, so we don't use a ton of hand fueling. We can't use nuclear power, which is unfortunate. So we're going to have 2 to 3 gigawatts of solid fuel powered steam engines. This is the bread and butter of the base. 100%. It's a complete mess, but it reduces the inserter count by like 30% for equivalent production. It also is incredibly power hungry. This entire thing, I think, uses 2 to 300 megawatts, and we need 10 of them. Hence the 2 to 3 gigawatt estimate. But yeah, it produces circuits. It just puts them in a chest because this will need to get us 20 million green chips. We paste about 10 of these at the end of the run, and then we get UPS limited, and then I AFK for 4 hours because there's literally nothing to do. So we'll be pasting outposts until I drop to about 55 to 60 UPS. I'll need to do math. It might be worth doing like one extra outpost at that point, because if I get like a 10% improvement but like a 5% drop in UPS, obviously that's higher net gain in real time. And then we'll clean up the other achievements, like getting hit by a train again but not dying. What else? Destroying biter bases, burning trees, stuff like that. So we'll have things to do for like 15 minutes maybe after we get UPS limited, and then it's just like, and then I think I'm just gonna end the stream and AFK. Or my other option is I'll pull up Suika Game in the bottom left corner, and we're just gonna play a very small version of Suika Game for 3 hours. It depends. I haven't decided yet, but there is a possibility that I just play something else for 3 hours and chat. Depends how long the first part of the run takes. Like if it's 12 hours in already at that point, I'll probably just say, okay, I'll be back on for the end. But otherwise we'll do something else. This is not my base. This is the regular 100% base. Uh, it's obvious. There's obviously a lot more compact, but they have inserter. They have fast inserters and long inserters. So ours is a lot more spread out because we have to have space for coal, and also because it's not world record competitive. We don't need to save a couple minutes by making it more compact. At least, like so we don't really have to risk. We don't have to risk making it more complicated. Like because the more condensed you make it, the more likely you are to mess something up. So I want to minimize that a little bit. This is definitely a little problematic. We'll have to change how some of these circuits are built. But yeah, that's what I have for the burner base, which is why I'm like thinking it won't be another month before I run it, because we have to design the entire base now. Like we have to design a base that can produce 500 to 1,000 yellow assemblers per hour, which is a lot in term for burner inserters to do. And then we also need 3 science per minute of no 2 to 4 science per minute of every single science. The designs are going to be different in the early phase because they're going to be built by bots, so we don't have to optimize for hand build time, so we can make them a little bit less inserter intensive. We can do some more sushi and stuff if we really want to. But yeah, we have a lot more to design before we can actually run it. Because the goal is to get it in 16 hours, 12 to 16 hours, so we need blueprints for that. Also to do it in one stream. The one stream thing means I'll be using a controller and pasting blueprints for a lot of it. But yeah, super excited for it. Very happy with how the base is coming along. Excited for what the full thing will be, because this is about 1/5, I think, of the final base. Because I'm expecting it will be 8 to 10,000 inserters. But we'll be working on this probably Thursday, because we'll be finishing the underground run Thursday, and then burner percent for the rest of it. Haven't decided what the weekend will be. It will either be burner designing or space exploration, but we'll see. The base looks pretty based. Yeah, I get it. It's great. But yeah, that's it for me today. Hope you all have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go play. I'm not sure. I might go play Squeaky Game now that I'm talking about it. I kind of want to go play that offline. But yeah, hope you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.